Hello everybody, this is methlokaiju, and today I'm back with some brand new Godzilla Kingdom Monsters information. Today we'll be going over the first reactions, or reviews. They're more like reactions though, so I'll be calling them that, but you can call them whatever you want. For the movie, of course. So far, they are very, very positive, so that is awesome to hear. I've heard no negative so far, so that is really, really good. Now, most of these reviews, okay, especially the ones that came out on May 10th, like very, very late at night, are fake. Okay, they're clearly fake because, I mean, first of all, they're extremely vague. Okay, they just say very epic and then they provide a link to the Fandango page. Okay, that's pretty iffy. Second of all, they literally say in the post, hashtag ad, hashtag WB promotion. I mean, very obviously paid. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to believe those reviews whatsoever, okay? In this video, we'll be going over the reviews that seem a little bit more legit, okay? Some of these could be paid, okay? But they do go more in depth, and I think these people are being pretty honest, okay? They're being pretty honest. So anyhow, let's begin. So first review comes from Robert Meyer Burnett, who saw the movie on May 10th, and he said the following: Godzilla Kingdom Monsters felt like my 80-year-old inner child snorted a Tony Montana-sized mountain of cocaine. I loved it 3000. Wow, that is a lot to unpack there. So that is pretty good to hear. This person right here, which I think he works for Toho Kingdom, I'm not exactly sure, but his name is Michael. Is that how you pronounce your first name? I'm not exactly sure. Shipman, and he said, Godzilla Kingdom Monsters is everything every fan could hope for. Tons of monster screen time, pacing is great, homages are perfectly placed. Sarazawa lives up to his name, and another familiar monster makes a return. You'll see. Hashtag Godzilla Kingdom Monsters, hashtag Godzilla Movie. So this is awesome. Very, very awesome. This guy's a fan, by the way, and he loved the movie, so hopefully that's the case. Something very interesting he mentions is that there's a familiar monster that makes a return. So who is this? Is this Anguirus? Is this Biollante? No. Is this King Kong? No. How do I know this? Well, because right here he stated this in reply to this guy, Kaiju Ninja 3000. I think I do have a pretty good feeling what monster he's referring to, but I won't say, just so that you guys can guess and maybe be surprised as well. Some other things that this guy mentioned, which he said a lot of things, okay? Hence why I think he's pretty genuine. Right here, Matthew asked, so it actually shows the monsters for more than a few seconds before the last 10 to 15 minutes. And Michael Shipman responds by saying 65% monster action. This is the aliens of the Godzilla movies. Perfect. Darth Guamala Gumala asked, post-credit scene, Michael Shipman said, yes. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of action in this movie. There's going to be a familiar kaiju. And there's a post-credit scene. So that is awesome. Awesome to hear. Steven Weintraub, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, from Collider. And he said a couple things. First of all, he said, had real issues with Godzilla 2014. The movie was called Godzilla, but he was barely in it. Thankfully, Mike Dougherty's Godzilla Kingdom Monsters is awesome. It's everything I wanted last movie to be, but wasn't. If you want to see Godzilla fighting other monsters, you will be happy. Awesome to hear. Furthermore, he said, also the VFX in Godzilla Kingdom Monsters are insane. I'm so impressed with what Michael Dougherty did with the material and monster battles and cannot wait to see it again. If you weren't looking forward to the new Godzilla movie, it's time to buy tickets. Awesome to hear, man. Awesome to hear. This comes from, again, Steven Weintraub, which he usually gives pretty good reviews on stuff. So, yeah, take his review with a grain of salt. Next is Dan Casey from The Nerdist or something. Again, he also gives pretty positive reviews, even for bad movies, so take his review with a grain of salt. Godzilla Kingdom Monsters rules so goddamn hard. Easily the most fun I've had in theaters all year and the best MonsterVerse entry yet. The scale is mind-boggling and every action scene could be your new desktop wallpaper. See it on the biggest screen possible. Hashtag Godzilla movie. Awesome to hear. Clearly he's saying that this is the best MonsterVerse entry yet. And Dan Casey's not the only one saying this. There's actually a lot of people saying this. The Godzilla movies, or excuse me, the MonsterVerse movies so far have 75% Rotten Tomatoes, so maybe we can see this movie get 85%. Hopefully that's the case. Next, Eric Davis, he says, Godzilla King of the Monsters ups the monster action considerably. The battle scenes are gorgeous and fierce and feel ripped from the pages of a gnarly graphic novel. You want a giant monster movie throwdown? This is it, and then some. Can't wait for that Godzilla vs. Kong movie now. So it seems this movie does build hype for Godzilla vs. Kong. Well, of course, right? But yeah, that is very exciting to hear. Next, we have Paul Scherer. Scherer, is that how you pronounce his name? I don't know. But I think this guy is definitely one of the more genuine out of the verified reactions, because he does actually respond to his fans with plenty of details. So let's go over this. First, he says, Godzilla King of the Monsters is the modern-day Godzilla movie you've been waiting for. It's everything the 2014 Godzilla isn't, while still retaining the best elements of that film and elevating them times 100. Monstrous action that rattles the theater. So damn good at Godzilla movie. Then he says, there's so much passion for the creatures in this film, and the camera lingers gloriously on all of them. This is a monster movie that fires on all cylinders, and I cannot wait to see it again. Pure summer movie fun. Then I decided to, chip in and whatever, and I asked, is this the best MonsterVerse movie, and what do you think this will get on Rotten Tomatoes? Paul Scherer responded with, really don't care what it gets on Rotten Tomatoes, but for me, it is the best modern-day kaiju movie. Awesome to hear. It delivers on all things you want and expect from the genre where most movies have failed in the last few decades. Awesome. That is absolutely great to hear. Also, regarding the score for the movie and human characters, he had this to say. McQuarrie's score is excellent. Humans are good. Lots of personality, humor. Okay, the humor part has me a little bit worried. Heart and heroics. But they never take away from why we're really there. So, right here, we have someone saying that humans are actually decent in one of these American kaiju movies. Wow, that's a pretty big milestone. That's a pretty big milestone. Hopefully, this opinion is shared by everyone and not just Paul Scherer. We'll see, but yeah, that is pretty exciting. I've also been talking to other people who saw the movie, not these users obviously, but like on Reddit, and they say the best characters from the MonsterVerse are in this movie. Okay, the best human characters are from Godzilla King of the Monsters out of the entire MonsterVerse. So that is great to hear. So that's all for this video. Please tell me in the comments below, what are your thoughts on these reviews? Hopefully Godzilla King of the Monsters does amazing in the box office, first of all, and also critically. We'll see what it gets on Rotten Tomatoes. Maybe you guys can chip in the comments below and just kind of speculate, what do you think this movie will get on Rotten Tomatoes? Please don't be biased, okay? I know all of us want this movie to be 100% or 98%, but realistically, how much do you think this movie will get? Honestly, for me, I think maybe 80 to 85%. I think that's a pretty realistic range. So that's all for this video. Subscribe, like, and comment. This is methlokaiju signing out.